If you're thinking about creating a manga, the odds are stacked against you, and it has nothing to do with your talent or if your story is good enough. In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 brutal reasons why your manga could fail, and if you stick around until the end, I'll give you the most realistic strategy for independent manga artists. No sugarcoating or fluff, just information that will save you years of wasted effort. Reason number 1. There's no established system for manga in the West. Here's the reality. While there's a massive audience of manga readers in the West, it's nothing compared to Japan. Manga readers in the US are specifically looking for works that look and feel like manga. If they wanted something different, they just read Western comics. In Japan, the entire comics industry is built around manga. They have pipelines of editors who know exactly what to approve and what to reject. These editors are in the business of identifying patterns in manga that are likely to become popular and make the publisher money when serialized. They've been doing this for decades and can spot a winner instantly. But you're working alone. You have to identify these patterns yourself. You have to be your own editor. Or, if you want qualified editors, you're going to have to pay out of pocket to find them. There's no system supporting you, no infrastructure, no safety net. You're completely on your own. Reason number 2, you're working alone without a team. Professional manga artists don't work alone. Mangaka teams typically consist of one lead artist, supported by 1 to 5 or even more assistants. These assistants handle storyboarding, backgrounds, shading, and inking. For smaller weekly series, you might see 1 to 3 assistants. For highly detailed or popular series like Jujutsu Kaisen or One Piece, you're looking at a much larger team. Sometimes even full studios with 5 assistants working simultaneously on their own tasks. Manga isn't just peak fights, it's a business. But you're an indie artist. You don't have any of that. You are forced to do all of this by yourself. Writing the story, writing the script, storyboarding, drawing, backgrounds, shading, inking, everything. This is a massive undertaking that people severely underestimate. You quite literally have to do the work of an entire team, all on your own. Reason number 3, you can't publish fast enough. This is a side effect of reason number 2. Because you don't have a team, you won't be able to publish as fast as a typical mangaka. And here's the most brutal part. Manga readers expect a new chapter every week or every other week, which would be bi-weekly. A chapter of manga is around 20 pages. So 20 pages of finished work every single week. Ask yourself if you can honestly do all of that alone, on top of everything else going on in your life. Manga is one of the most brutal art forms on the planet, and it comes with one of the most pampered audiences. People who read Shonen Jump are used to getting one new chapter from their favorite series every single week. That means all the writing, all the storyboarding, all the drawing, all the inking, everything needs to be done on a weekly basis. This is exactly why manga is in black and white. Coloring takes too much time. In Japan, the paper that serialized weekly manga is printed on is thinner because they're printing so much content so frequently they can save money on paper costs. The entire industry is optimized for speed and volume. Trying to keep up with all the work needed on a weekly basis is honestly insane. Reason number 4, you can't afford it. Let's talk money, because this is where most people's dreams crash and burn. You probably can't dedicate 100% of your time to making manga. Even if you lived in Japan, even if you had a team of 5 assistants, you still need to pay your bills, live your life, and take care of your responsibilities. There's simply not enough time in the day. But let's say you don't need a typical 9-to-5 job, and you have the time to dedicate yourself to drawing and writing. You're still working alone. But what about hiring assistants yourself? Let's say you get someone to do your inking, and someone who does your background art. A reasonable rate for a freelancer is about $40 to $50 per page. Nobody is going to work for free, especially not a serious artist who also has their own bills to pay. Do the math on that. At $40 to $50 per page, for just one assistant, at 20 pages per chapter, that's $800 to $1,000 per chapter. You could cut this down by only using detailed backgrounds for half of your pages, but every page would still need to be inked. Unless you're loaded with cash, the average indie artist simply cannot afford all of this. And we're talking about just one assistant. Professional mangakas have entire teams. Reason number 5, your art quality won't be good enough. This is the hardest truth I'm going to tell you. Comic artists in general are some of the hardest working creatives on earth. They come up with ideas, write the story and dialogue, figure out paneling, do rough sketching, detailed sketching, inking, all of it. Manga artists are known to work 18 hours a day or more during serious stretches. This is why manga creators are known to constantly be on hiatus. They're simply burned out from staring at pages, sitting in a chair all day, even developing serious health issues. The creator of Hunter x Hunter, Yoshihiro Togashi, has suffered from severe chronic back pain for over 2 decades, with symptoms getting significantly significantly worse over the last 10 years. The author of Berserk died before his work was finished. Being a manga artist means being sleep-deprived, burnt out, and stressed from intense weekly deadlines and sedentary lifestyles. On top of that, most of the skills needed to make manga are learned on the job. For example, Tatsuki Fujimoto, the author of Chainsaw Man, had assistants who have now moved on to create their own highly popular series, Spy X Family, Hell's Paradise, and Dandadan. Being an assistant to a mangaka means you get to learn a massive amount by working on other projects, and when you combine that with editors who give them constant feedback, it creates a brutal but perfect environment to excel at art. You, as an indie manga artist, simply won't be good enough if you aren't drawing as much as professional manga artists are. This is why manga readers tend not to take Western indie manga seriously. 1. You're already not Japanese. You're an outsider. And 2. The artwork, to be blunt, is trash in comparison to what typical manga artists create. Manga is a visual medium. You are never going to get away with bad art. I don't care how good your story is, people will point this out. It can be embarrassing, but manga readers have extremely brutal standards. So, should you give up? Short answer, no, absolutely not. While all 5 reasons I just explained sound bleak, if you're actually serious about making manga, this won't be enough to stop you. You just need a realistic strategy that will work as an independent creator. Here's exactly what you need to do. Step number 1, don't start with a manga yet. You're likely not ready. I've talked about this idea on my channel before, writing your story as a light novel or web novel before writing a manga. The written word is a much lower bar to entry than manga. Knowing all 5 reasons I've just mentioned, you need to focus on building up an audience of dedicated readers first. Get people invested in your world, your characters, your story. Prove that you have what it takes to hook people. If you can't hook people with words alone, adding pictures probably won't save you. Step number 2, practice your art while you write. While you're writing and publishing the written story, practice your drawing skills every single day. Manga readers have extremely high standards for art. Again, you're not going to get away with mediocre art. It takes time to get good at drawing, so drawing while writing is a more efficient use of your time. Here's a tip. Get a drawing tablet and practice digital art over traditional. The reason is that digital art has a lot of time-saving hacks like brushes, software, and 3D models. Even the author of Jujutsu Kaisen uses models for faster art production. There's no shame in using tools that make you more efficient. Step number 3, build an audience on social media. Make content on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok about your story. The content doesn't have to be complex. It can just be a simple voiceover on top of video. Here's an easy idea for content. When you draw digitally, record your drawing sessions with a free software like OBS while practicing. Then speed up the video so it's a bit more engaging. Then add a recorded voiceover of you talking about your series. If it's a fantasy story, talk about your world building or magic system. Talk about your characters, etc. This is just one of many ideas. You can fully edit your videos too. It just takes longer. The point of posting content is to build up hype around your story. You want to get the word out to as many people about your story as possible. So ideally, post daily about it on YouTube. There are plenty of channels on YouTube talking about their projects. You should do the same. Show you actually working on it. Share your world, but don't give away your story. Get people excited about what you have to offer. Step number 4, sell your written work and build up capital. Once you have an audience, sell your work. This will allow you to get the money to hire editors, background artists, and assistants. The first strategy is to start selling your written work as is. If you go to Royal Road, you'll find tons of authors who make a full-time living from their writing through platforms like Patreon. Authors like Zogarth, who writes the series Primal Hunter, makes well over $80,000 per month from Patreon alone, not including physical book sales on Amazon. That's $1 million a year from books. While his results aren't typical, the point is that you can 100% sell your story and build up the funds needed for your manga. The second strategy is to launch a Kickstarter. Make as much content online as possible, build your audience, and give away your web novel for free. Only charge for physical copies of the light novel because it costs money to print. Then when the time comes, launch a Kickstarter to fund your manga. It would be even better to have all the storyboards and pages sketched out so when you start working, you'll hit the ground running. Strategy number 1 is the best. Sell a subscription to your written story online. People will usually buy this because they get chapters earlier than the free schedule. If you were releasing 5 chapters a week, Monday through Friday for free, maybe a paid reader would get next week's chapters early. There has to be a clear benefit to buying your subscription, and you should also sell physical copies of your light novel. The reason is that platforms like Kickstarter take huge fees, and when you sell a book directly to your audience, it goes straight to you without needing to wait. Step number 5, start publishing your manga weekly or bi-weekly. You should now have all the pieces. The story is written, you've been practicing drawing, you have an audience, and you've built up some cash. It's time to start putting out chapters of your manga. You should be able to afford an assistant or two that can help you with your manga, at least part-time. In conclusion, here's why this strategy works. 1. You'll be good at writing. People wouldn't be reading your story if it wasn't good. You've proven that the story works. 2. Your drawing skills will be top tier if you've been practicing daily as you've been writing your story. Imagine how good you'll be at drawing after all those months of daily practice. And on top of that, you probably will have developed a unique art style by that point. This is crucial for any manga artist. Every successful manga artist has their own unique art style. 3. You have an audience of people that absolutely love your story. You post content daily and talk only about the most interesting parts of your world without giving away your story. These are your fans. Converting them from web novels to manga readers is infinitely easier than finding new readers from scratch. 4th, you should have capital built up. If your story was good enough to sell as written work, it will be easy to sell it as a manga, since you already have a pool of customers from the people who bought your books. And if your written work is selling well enough, you may be able to quit your job to focus 100% of your time on your story. This is when everything accelerates. You have the capital needed to hire quality assistants, ongoing income from your web novel or light novel, plus all the time in the day to dedicate to manga. This way you can publish way faster, just like a real mangaka in Japan. Take your written story, convert it to a manga script, send it to your editor if you have one, then you storyboard it, or have an assistant do the storyboards for you. You take your storyboard sketches and draw them in detail. Then your assistants can do the inking and backgrounds for you. The road to a successful manga isn't easy, but it's possible if you're strategic about it. Don't rush into drawing before you're ready. Build your foundation first: your story, your skills, your audience, and your capital. If this video helped you, hit the like button and leave a comment below with what manga or novel you're working on. I want to hear about it. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. It's a great place to share your work and connect with fellow creators. Thanks for watching.